Anyway, with that all out of the way, why don't we get to Kayla's continuing journey through Game of Thrones. We've watched 2 episodes for this week. Episodes 5 and 6 of Season 3, Kissed by Fire and The Climb. Kayla, where would you like to start?
Let's start with Jon and Beyond the Wall, since that's what Kissed by Fire was.
I think that these episodes were kind of like romance heavy, right? Or at least
They
a
were.
little heavier than usual.
Yes.
Nice little change of pace. So, Jon and Ygritte finally hook up.
They got it on.
Finally happened.
The inevitable.
The inevitable.
I like them as a couple. They're really cute.
Good,
They like each other.
They seem passionately bound.
Yes. Wait, question.
Yes.
Do they date in real life?
I think they're together now, yeah, the actors.
Really? Okay, because I think I saw a picture of them and...
Yeah, they go out.
That's really cute.
It is really cute.
On-set romance is offset.
Hopefully it lasts. We're still young, let's see. Anyway, yeah, they get together, they hook up in that cave. It's a fun little scene.
I'm glad they got out of the cold.
It did look a little warmer in there. I hope it was like a hot spring. And they had some fairly explicit sex. Jon did something she enjoyed. We didn't talk about that for much. And she had no idea. We didn't talk about it a lot, but it's not a
Am I turning red?
But after that, they have a conversation where she basically comes out and says, I know you're still loyal to the Night's Watch. I know you're doing this. You're just undercover. Mm-hmm. But she didn't rat on him or anything.
She said she'd keep his secret.
Yeah. Why? And
Because she's
what does
in
Jon do with that
love.
information?
I think it's a good question. Should he keep her at a distance because of that? Or he doesn't seem to mind right now?
He doesn't. I mean, the problem, I think, is if he goes all in and like...
I think you need to keep her close regardless.
True. But I mean, is he thinking maybe he should just abandon the Night's Watch? I mean, he has a good thing going with Ygritte. They do seem to really love each other. Maybe he could just full-on convert.
I can see that happening too. I don't know with him. He's hard to read.
What should he do, you think? What would you do if you were in Jon Snow's shoes?
I mean, I'd stick with who he's with now.
Fair enough. For at least for a while.
Right.
It could be painful, though. It could be a painful breakup if he has to go back and they remain loyal to their camps. How about that climbing the wall action scene? How did that work for you?
Insane.
Yeah?
It gave me anxiety.
It was. The heights are nasty stuff.
How'd they film that?
I don't know. I think there's
Just have all the answers,
like a
Dan.
special effects reel where it's just like a green screen on the floor. There's like crawling across it. So
weird.
it's perspective and all kinds of stuff. They found a giant ice
It
wall.
was done really well.
Yeah, it was nice.
It's believable.
I mean, I seen it before. I was watching it again and like, oh god, they're gonna fall. And I knew they weren't, but it was still intense.
And only 4 survived, right?
I think, yeah, the whole lot didn't survive. A couple of them went down. But Jon and Ygritte made it, and they had that final moment. They look over the wall, and they kiss passionately, and they seem very into each other.
Yes.
Hopefully it doesn't end badly. How about some other romance? We can go on to that, stick with that. In King's Landing this week was all about who's marrying who and
A little
why.
marriage shakeup. Yeah, so Papa Lannister is changing everything up.
Right.
He wants Sansa to marry Tyrion.
Right.
And Cersei to marry the other guy.
Why does he want that to happen?
I don't know.
Okay.
Well, let's see.
Give it a go.
Because if Sansa married the brother,
Loras, the gay brother.
then she
the
would have
Tyrell.
been tied to them and not the Lannisters.
Remember, all these families are, they're allies, but they're also rivals. Like, they're all trying to get one up on each other.
So he's doing this to keep Sansa in there.
In the Lannister family.
Okay.
Because remember, Sansa, with all her brothers dead, or Rob's, they want to kill him, she's basically the heir to Winterfell. She's like the one who gets that, and she gets to rule the North. If they can, whoever marries her basically inherits the North.
Okay. So that makes sense.
The Tyrells want to marry her and their family.
So does the other guy just need to marry someone, and that's why he's pawning Cersei off? Why does Cersei need to marry the brother?
Well, Tywin said he wanted to secure the Reach. So that's where they're from, the Tyrells. They're from this area. They kind of rule this part of
So they can
Westeros.
have...
So Tywin's plan, he wants Tyrion to marry Sansa so they can rule the North together in Tywin's name.
Okay.
He wants Cersei to marry Loras so they can rule this area together in Tywin's name.
Tywin's a selfish
wants
guy.
it all. But I mean, again, the Tyrells were trying to marry Sansa so they could rule the North. So they're
I did not see this
all
coming.
kind of one-upping each other. What does this mean for? Should Sansa embrace this? Tyrion's
She
not
doesn't
a
seem too
terrible
happy
guy.
where we left off.
She
was
didn't.
crying. Did she want to be on the boat?
I think she wanted to be in the boat at first, and then she
Changed her mind
was
once she
engaged to
knew-
Loras
oh, yes,
because
okay.
she was into him, even though he was not into her. I mean, him too. I mean, he knows he's gay. Everyone knows he's gay except Sansa, but he still went along with it.
Okay. Does Cersei know he's gay?
Oh yeah, everyone knows he's gay.
Okay.
It's not a Sansa. I think is just a little too young to really get her head around it.
Okay, that makes sense.
She fell for a gay dude.
So I enjoyed the part where Tyrion, we just saw him go in to tell Sansa, and what's his girlfriend's name?
Shay was there. Yeah.
Shay was there, yes. And she insisted on staying, and he was like, well, this is going to be awkward. You're going to hear stuff you don't want to hear.
Is that going to be bad for them? I mean,
Yeah,
will Shay be jealous?
I want them to be together. That makes me sad.
Would Sansa
I'm sure
and
Shay will
Tyrion
be jealous.
Oh yeah, I mean it wouldn't be. But again, remember this is like medieval times. Marriage isn't the same as a romance. We're talking. You know, it's all very
True.
transactional, right?
Yes, it's a
I mean,
business
they're marrying
deal.
a gay guy to Sansa. They're not going to have a happy marriage, but they do it because he's going to do it because it would mean more gains for the family.
Right. Okay.
But you know, it's still tricky. So we'll have to see how that all shakes out. And
Shake up at King's Landing.
I think after Sansa learned she's going to marry Tyrion, she wanted to go on that boat, but it was too late by then. Littlefinger was already
and that's why
sailing
she
away.
was crying.
How about that final speech by Littlefinger?
That was intense.
It was
Wait, and the
Varys, the bald eunuch.
well, I was gonna say like the main whore, stripper,
Oh, Raz, yeah.
prostitute. They killed her.
Yeah, they killed her.
Why?
Well, let's trace it back. Remember, she was spying on Littlefinger for Varys.
Okay.
Littlefinger found out. Was
Those
like,
two should just work together. They're always
I mean, why don't they?
because their loyalties are to their people.
I mean, they don't actually really have people.
I just don't know why they don't work together.
I mean, I think that speech summed up a little bit about why they have these differences of opinion and they can't work together. Littlefinger was talking about, you know, chaos is a ladder, all that jazz. He's very, very ambitious. And he's the kind of guy who Varys thinks is dangerously ambitious. That he just wants power for power's sake. Varys is a little more, he wants order.
Okay.
So they're both ambitious, but they want different things for Westeros. Littlefinger wants to rule it, no matter what that takes, and Varys wants it to be a secure, safe place for everybody.
I see. I
So
still don't see why
they
they
are
can't
at
work
odds.
together.
Well, I mean, their goals are opposed. How should they work together?
By letting Littlefinger take over everything and Varys keeping it safe.
It could happen. All right, moving on from King's Landing, let's go to... We're still meeting new people, new characters in the show, even this late. Let's hop over to Dragonstone really quick, where Stannis is hanging out, not doing much of anything. We meet his wife and his daughter.
Yes. What's wrong with his
Selyse-
daughter's face?
She has... They didn't really say it out loud. She has just a disease. It's called... what's it called again? Grayscale. That's the one. It's like Westerosi chickenpox.
Oh. Kind of look like those tree people.
What tree people?
I don't know what it's called.
Fair enough.
They like grow bark.
Cool. I don't know where they are. Do we have a question?
Naomi wants to know which actors are still filming for Game of Thrones and which ones are done.
Hey, Naomi. We're not entirely sure because a lot of them are filming inside, but the only one we know who is still active is Maisie Williams, who is filming in Saskatoon, Canada. Fun word.
Another
yes.
question?
Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, didn't mean to
No
interrupt.
problem.
One more. Can you give a shout out to Hannah?
Hey,
Hey,
Hannah.
Hannah.
Thanks for watching.
Consider yourself shouted out to.
Luca wants to know will Nymeria come back?
Sorry? Oh, Nymeria.
Nymeria, right.
Well, if you don't want to know spoilers, again, cover your ears. We just discussed it. It looks like the chances are good that Nymeria will come back and be reunited with Arya. They're kind of filming that in Canada right now, is what it looks like. We don't have, like, footage of them, you know, like Arya and a wolf, like, meeting, but that's where the evidence points, so I think it will happen.
Kayla, do you think Tyrion should marry Shay?
Yes. I like them together, but I don't think it'll happen.
They are
because
nice together.
They're not allowed to be together.
They're not.
Their whole relationship has been in hiding.
Exactly. But, I mean, we'll have to see how that shakes down. So Stannis goes back to his place, meet his wife and his daughter. What are they like? What's your impression of those two?
I don't think they have a good relationship with him. He seems like he's been gone for a while or distant
like
or...
a workaholic kind of dad.
Yeah.
Something like that. The daughter's, I mean, the wife keeps her,
Is
like,
she,
stillborn
in a
sons
dungeon?
and... No.
Oh, that was creepy.
That was creepy.
That was gross.
like a horror movie kind of thing. It was almost not Game of Thrones-ish.
It's like, science class when they have the baby kittens or rats or...
She seems a little, like, not quite there.
No.
So that's that.
But it seemed like her daughter was locked up, or she just seemed like in a dark, dungeony room.
It's not a dungeon. They definitely kind of keep her away. The idea being, like, that disease she has is not, like, something you want to... It's kind of embarrassing for the parents.
Okay.
They have a kid with that.
Right.
It shouldn't be.
That's
it's
sad.
unfair,
It
but
is.
it is.
Okay.
She seemed nice, though, right?
Yeah, she was a doll.
She was cute. And she goes down and teaches Captain Smith.
Yes.
His name is Davos Seaworth. We should really learn that going forward. He'll be around for a while. Teaches Davos how to read because he can't read. This being medieval times, a lot of folk can't. So I think she's
got a good heart.
Yeah, nice character. Hopefully we'll learn more of her as it goes on. What else happened? How about Robb and company in the Riverlands at, what's he
Seems
up
to be a mess.
How so? What happened here?
Killed prisoners. Jamie.
His bannermen killed prisoners.
Yes.
This Karstark dude.
And now he's gonna marry someone else, or...
I mean, he's married.
Right.
Robb's married to Lisa, the hot nurse.
Hot nurse.
Well, the issue was, so this bannerman of his, Karstark, killed Lannister prisoners who didn't really do anything wrong. He was just mad that he hates the Lannisters so much.
Right.
Should Robb have executed him? Because his family was advising against it, but he was like, he killed people, like, gotta kill him back.
He was on a mission.
Right.
And he cursed him, his last words,
He
right?
did. He was nasty.
So
You don't
is
want that hanging over your
what's
head.
going to happen with that?
I mean, I'm not sure curses have a lot of power.
Okay.
But then again, there is magic in this world. Who knows?
I didn't know, because this is...
So now all his men left, so Robb is down some soldiers. He needs to get new soldiers back. What's his plan?
To invade the Lannisters?
He wants to invade the Lannisters, but to do that, he wants to go to Casterly Rock, kind of their home base, and sack it, take it. But to do that, he needs more men. How does he get those?
So he's bargaining for a new wife?
Not for himself, though, for his kind of doofus uncle, the one who couldn't shoot the arrow right.
Yes.
The whole idea
He
was...
didn't light the canoe on fire.
He was engaged to Walder Frey's daughter, right? The one he never met.
Right.
And he broke that engagement because he married somebody else.
Got it.
Walder Frey is angry, but he says, I will give you my men if your uncle, who's also a powerful lord, marries another one of my daughters.
So he got that deal pretty well.
He did. But the thing is, now they have to go to the Twins where Walder Frey lives, that creepy old man, and actually have the wedding. Because he's
This time he wants to seal the deal.
Yeah, we're not having a long engagement again. I know how that happens.
Okay.
So you're all coming to me, we're going to have a wedding. So more romance.
Yay. Yay for love.
Not really night. I mean, he hasn't met the girl again, but it's something. More weddings, more stuff like that.
More questions, Carm?
Kayla, who would you say are your favorite and least favorite characters so far?
Yeah, sure.
Favorite, still Arya, Tyrion. Least favorite, Joffrey. And Cersei. Everyone else is in the
Lovely
middle.
answers. Go ahead.
Daniel Smith wants to know who would you like to see on the Iron Throne in the end?
Is this your question or my question?
No, I think it's your question.
Tyrion.
I think it's a great answer. Is he smart? He can do it. No
think he's
one gives him
hilarious.
respect.
I think he's really funny.
Speaking of Arya, let's talk about Arya a little bit, because she went through it a little bit this week.
She did.
She's still in the camp at the Brotherhood Without Banners.
Mm-hmm.
At the start of it, there was that trial by combat between the Hound and Beric Dondarrion. What happened here?
That was weird.
That was a little bizarre.
So the Hound killed him via sword fight, and he died and then came back to life.
Came back to life. Wow.
And I'm not sure how. And he's apparently died several other times and come back to life.
He has an
His wounds
eventful
heal.
existence. I mean, his wounds are still there. He's just still walking around. So how did he come back
It's
to
like
life?
Pirates of the Caribbean.
How they explain it anyway.
I don't know if I understood fully, but he has magic powers.
I mean, so this dude, this priest guy who's with him, Thoros, he worships the same god that Melisandre does.
Okay,
that
so
fire
it is
lady.
magic.
It
Or
is. He just goes down there,
demonic.
he prays, and the guy comes back to life. And they're all serving that same fire god that Melisandre likes so much.
that's creepy.
Should everyone worship this guy? Because apparently he can do some cool stuff. He can make
No.
shadow
He
babies.
also
can
makes
bring them
demon
back to life.
babies, right? I mean, the not dying part's cool, but
And
then you have to have demon babies.
and then she arrives at the camp, Melisandre, and she's like gobsmacked by it. Like even she didn't know he could do that.
True.
Which was nice to see her a little rattled, I thought. Like usually she's very composed.
But then they took Gendry away.
They took Gendry away.
And that made me really sad because Arya lost her buddy.
It was a sad scene, wasn't it? When they
Are they ever going to come back together?
I don't know. You'll have to find that out.
So vague.
It was a sweet scene where she's like, "I'll be your family," and he's like, "No, it's okay."
I'm good.
Do you think there was any romance between those two, or was it platonic?
Between who?
Gendry and Arya.
Yes, I think a little, maybe.
I mean, just kind of young, but
Right. I think there could be something as they grow older.
why would Melisandre want to take Gendry in the first place? They didn't say exactly why, but what is special about Gendry that we're remembering?
He's the guy's son, the smith, the sword making. What am I trying to
The
say?
king.
The what?
The king.
The king.
He's the king's bastard son, King Robert, the first fat one.
Yes. Yes.
He doesn't
Who
know
makes
it
swords.
though. He has no idea who his real father is.
Okay.
No one does. But
Does Melisandre?
well, if she came all this way
To take him,
to
she
take
must
him,
know.
she must know something that they don't.
Interesting. Okay.
So we'll see how that goes going forward. The other really big important thing that happened in these ones was Jaime and Brienne going
Yes.
to Harrenhal. They got taken to Roose Bolton, who again works for Robb,
Mm-hmm.
and decided what to do with them. But the big kind of scene for this one was that bath scene.
Yeah.
Where
it
he
got intense.
pours his heart out.
Mm-hmm.
What did he tell Brienne in the bath scene? And why is it important?
First of all, I like him more now.
Right?
He kind of unloaded everything. Something wasn't his fault. He was like forced to do all the things he's done.
You're not forced to. It's just his whole claim to fame is that he's the Kingslayer. You know, people call him that because he killed Daenerys' father, the king
Yes.
who ruled Westeros before Robert came along, King Aerys. And for all his life, people have like spat at him for that because you shouldn't do that. He was supposed to be the king's bodyguard, and he killed him. And he explains here in this big long monologue scene that he killed him for what reason?
Because he was told to?
No.
Oh.
Because the king was a crazy person who had put these, remember Wildfire, the big green explosion on the Tyrion's boat? He'd stored that stuff like everywhere in the city of King's Landing. He'd like put it under everything. And King Robert, at his rebellion, was at the gates and was going to pound through. Or, I'm sorry, Tywin was at the gates. And he said, okay, rather than be taken alive and lose this rebellion, I'm going to blow the city up and kill everyone in it. And Jaime killed him to stop that from happening.
So he did the right thing.
He did the right thing, but he's been kind of
Labeled
ostracized for it his entire
because of it,
life.
right.
Yeah. It's ironic. His most noble act is what kind of
Was a
makes
good
him
thing.
most ignoble and gets him the most hatred.
Interesting. And now Brienne has more compassion for him.
Yeah, and I think you might too.
I do. And now he doesn't have a hand, so that's sad.
It is, but this is like he's going through a lot of changes, Jaime, right now. It's kind
I'd say
of
so.
forcing him to reevaluate his life. Was that a question or just your foot?
Will Melisandre be back in season 7? If yes, who do you think she'll side with? That's from Sonya.
Hey, Sonia. I think she'll definitely be back in season 7, Melisandre. Just, she has more to do, I think. They wouldn't show her riding off into the sunset at the end if they weren't going to bring her back in some way. There's just, her story's kind of unresolved. Who will she side with? I don't know the answer to that question. I really don't. Hopefully, she'll find a way to patch things up with Jon Snow, possibly. That'd be nice. So I hope they can defeat the White Walkers together. But we'll have to find out.
Ooh.
Ooh, indeed. Anyway, the next episode, so now for Jaime and Brienne, their status is Roose Bolton, Robb's Bannerman, is going to send Jaime on to King's Landing, like he wanted to do. Why is he doing that and not sending him back to Robb? Because he works for Robb.
It's a good question. I don't know.
I mean, what he said
Because then
is...
he wouldn't have leverage. If he sends him home to King's Landing.
I mean, that's what he's going to do. That's what he's doing. He says, you can go home to King's Landing. Just tell Tywin I didn't have anything to do with your hand being chopped off.
Because he doesn't want to be on the Lannisters' bad side.
Yeah. So he's kind of playing both sides a little bit here. Because he works for Robb. I mean, he should be wanting to defeat the Lannisters, but apparently he's thinking, maybe it's not worth it. Maybe Robb's going to lose. Maybe I'm still an ally of Robb, but I don't want to incur the wrath of Tywin too much because he's a bad, bad man.
I kind of don't blame him. The Lannisters are scary people.
But Brienne is going to stick around. She's not released.
She was wearing like a girly dress.
She was wearing a dress. They put her in a dress. She did not look comfortable.
I think she's funny.
She's funny. I like Brienne a lot.
She's like super serious, but I don't know.
She's cutting his meat for him because he can't manage it himself with one hand. Not bad. Anyway, there were a few other things that happened here. I don't think we can talk about it too much. Daenerys is on the move.
Yeah.
We meet...
Girls making moves.
Making moves. Meet her new...
Owning that army.
Owning it. She's the commander. We meet her new leader of the army who looks like Barack Obama if he was younger.
He's kind of a small guy. I was like, that guy's going to lead your army?
Remember, I think they're all kind of small because they're all eunuchs.
Yes.
So they don't like to build with testosterone.
And she told them they can change their names.
Right.
They don't have to have the name that they were given as slaves.
Mm-hmm.
I think she's doing a good job.
Yeah, me too. This is a quick little scene.
She's forming a quick and
good
trustful
working relationship
yes.
with her army.
Yes.
And there are a few other things I don't think we need to go over unless you want to, like Theon still being tortured. We still don't know why.
No, I don't get that, and it's gross.
It's
like
really gross,
ripping
isn't
his
it?
fingers apart.
That was so disgusting.
Yeah.
I'd forgotten how gross that was.
Do you know what was also really gross? Going
that?
back to Jaime was when the guy was like getting into his wound.
Yeah. Oh God. They paid a lot of close attention to how to make his stump realistic. Good job, everybody.
It's really gross.
It's disgusting, but good job. And Bran and Hodor and company still heading north, but not a ton happened there.
The skinning rabbit thing was really realistic. Did they really do that?
They really no, there's no way they did that. I guarantee you those are prop rabbits.
It looked really real.
I mean, I think they're doing their job well.
Special effects on the show are just great.
If it's real, it seems almost illegal. I can't say for sure. I guarantee you
PETA would
they
not
weren't
be
real.
happy.
They would be furious. And finally, Sam was very adorable singing to Gilly's daughter as they're on the run.
I hope they stay and don't get split up and raise the baby together.
I mean, they're in a tough spot. They're like alone
But that won't happen.
beyond the wall, trying to get back to Castle Black. There's angry wildlings, there's White Walkers. They're in a tough spot, but hopefully they'll be able to stick it out.
Hopefully.
Anything else in these episodes stuck out to you, Kayla?
I'm trying to think. I think we covered it all.
I think we did. We were very efficient.
Any more questions, Carm?
You're all good. Good job.
All right, until next week, guys, thanks for the trivia question. We'll be giving away more stuff as these shows go on, and by season 7, Kayla will be all caught up, and we'll talk about them as they come in, the episodes.
And we'll have your concert review next
We'll have
week.
my concert review next week.
Don't wanna
of
miss
the
it.
Game of Thrones live concert experience. Adios, everybody.
See you next time.